That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Now, LaNorris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Play action on 1st down. Might be looking to run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Frazier. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are...
Intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Then how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going, both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Sellers. Caught over the middle, it's Bennett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at touchdown, Dogs! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his man, it's Clark. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play.
And that's a live ball. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Just threw that one way too far.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Jacobs. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. After that pick six on the opening drive, good show of focus here to get back in scoring position. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The Bulldogs are in a mess here on third and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Converts on 4th down, still going. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Looking for more room. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. 5-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep him in bounds. What a 1-yard gain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Might be changing the route. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Easy. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but they caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. He might want another play. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
He's in open space downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but man, did he do it right there.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He did not make
4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Powers forward. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down and give it back up now to their offense.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Stockton. Setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not worried. He knows his answers. 3 for 3 on the drive, moving the ball down the field, trying to put this offense in a position to get right back in this football game.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Using his legs, it's Frazier. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
The biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture, and you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down. He fires to the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Here he goes. Touchdown Bulldogs. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by just 1 over Kentucky. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. Back open in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Throws for the tight end. Got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
South Carolina.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the catch.
Second down pass. Complete to the wideout. Gain of 5. That's a
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested.